Hello and welcome to Norwood News. Today is Friday, June 21st. I'm Brian Boudreau.
And I'm Kiki Thaxter. It's great to have you with us as we end another week here in Norwood. This week on Norwood News, we have another update from the site of the new Coakley Middle School. We head down to the Norwood Farmers Market. But first, last Saturday was the annual Juneteenth celebration on the town common. Organizer of the event, Jeffrey Baguma, and some of the vendors all talk about how important the event is, as well as what Juneteenth means to them.
What Juneteenth means to me is freedom for all. There's that saying, if one of us isn't free, then none of us are free as well. It's a freedom for, if you look around, for a lot of us, different sorts of freedoms. For us to come out, and it's okay to come to Juneteenth and celebrate the freedom of enslaved people, starting in 1865. But what's more important is to also be able to celebrate together. If you look around, you see people from different cultures, different backgrounds. Everyone is comfortable here. Everyone is welcome here. We're all inclusive here, and it's a beautiful thing.
This is my third time in the event of being here at Juneteenth, and I'm just here since I have a beauty salon. You know, the integrity of people's hair, so I always trying to, the health of it, because good hair is healthy hair. I enjoy it very much, to come out and support the community. What it means to me is to have diversity and welcome, feel welcome, and everyone is included.
Well, to me, Juneteenth is Freedom Day. Everybody knows that in 1865, those that were enslaved in Galveston, Texas, they were the last to find out that they had been emancipated. So Juneteenth is really about freedom and economic resources. So my business it reminds me when I'm taking a lump of clay and making a pot out of it, making something utilitarian. It reminds me of the slaves and when they were freed and how little they had and what ingenuity they had to call on in order to come up with a way and a means to survive and provide for their families. So Juneteenth is very important to me. My family has been in the United States pre-Civil War. We are from South Carolina and Jacksonville, Florida. So Juneteenth is definitely important.
Juneteenth is an excellent opportunity to do some personal and societal reflection, to really think about what were the founding principles of our country and what are our guiding principles as individuals and as a community. My company, SAHM Creative, is all about doing personal reflection and using art as a mechanism to explore your deepest desires and your aspirations, your fears and your dreams. So what better day to dig deep than on a day where we're reckoning with some ugly truths and hopefully coming to a place of optimism about the future.
Oh, the support has been amazing. You know, it's been amazing. It's from all corners of the community, and I think it comes with understanding. Nobody's really going to come to you. You initially have to educate them on what this is all about, what Juneteenth is all about, and you have to lay out a welcome mat and let them know that they are welcome. And I think little by little, just like year by year, this thing is exploding in a great way, you know, and all you feel is great vibes around here. So I would like to thank the community for being just that, for being so welcoming and for wanting the same thing.
Coordinator for July 4th, Maria Henry, gives us a rundown of what to expect for the July 4th festivities and how to sign up for the 5K road race.
My name's Maria Henry. I'm from the July 4th Parade Committee, and we've been busy planning this year's event, which is going to be awesome, and I hope we have a day like this for it. But I just wanted to give a little rundown. This year's theme is Independence Day the Norwood way, because we do it our own way every year, and it's so much fun. The Grand Marshal is going to be Chief Brooks, who has just recently retired. So we're really looking forward to honoring him. And I just wanted to give a rundown of the day. 1 o'clock we have our Children's Bicycle Historical Character Parade. And that leaves from 1 o'clock at the First Congregational Church in Norwood. There's no pre-registration required, just children show up there, and it's every year it's a blast. They show up in their bikes and their doll carriages, historical characters. We register them, give them a number, and then we march from there to the gazebo, and the old Colonial Boys will be leading that parade. It's a sight to see, so if you haven't seen it, you got to come on Washington Street. About 150 kids riding their bikes and their doll carriages and decorated and historical characters. It's a blast. So then they come to the gazebo. Everyone's judged. Everyone gets a medal and a free T-shirt, and the winners are invited to be in the big parade at night on a float. And so then at 2 o'clock, we have at the Old Parish Cemetery, we have Norwood reads Frederick Douglass, and there'll be an orator who reads from his collections, and this year it's going to be What to the Slave is 4th of July. So that's at 2 o'clock. That's followed by 2:30. We have the concerts on the Carillon here, and that's just beautiful. And then at 5 o'clock is the Norwood Firecracker 5K Road Race. So this starts here right at the corner of Washington Street in Manhattan, goes up to South Norwood and comes back. It's a great parade. We were a little late on advertising it this year, so I just wanted to let everyone know if you want to register, you register online, and it's right here at runsignup.com. It's $20 pre-registration, $30 a day up. You don't have to pre-register. You can just show up a half hour early, and there'll be a booth set up here to register for it. And that is a great parade. Everyone's gathered waiting for the big parade, and you have lots of people cheering you on. So we hope you come and sign up and be part of that. And then right when the last runner has turned around and is on his way back, the fire engines start the grand parade, and that usually starts about 5:30 to 5:45. And from there we have our major parade. And this year we have so many, it's just great. We have a lot of bands. We have about 14 or 15 bands, and we have a lot of community. The Little League's going to be in there, softball's going to be there. We have anyone is welcome. Gymnastics teams are coming. So if you have an organization or a team and you want to be part of the parade, just give me a call. Call the town hall and ask for them to forward you to me, and we can get you registered for the parade. So it's going to be a great day. The parade lasts about an hour and a half. The Cyclone Murrays will be there. We have bands from Canada, from New York. So it's going to be a great day, and we hope to see everyone there. One thing we do need, though, is we need volunteers, and we always need that. So we need volunteers as little as for 15 minutes that day to 3 hours that day, or to be part of the committee. We've been doing this for about 35 years now, and we love it, but we'd love to see some young, fresh blood coming on and who will take over when we're not going to do it. So if you're interested at all, just call Town Hall and ask them to send your name on to me, and I'll give you a call. It's fun. We just love doing it every year. We get so excited, I feel like a little kid myself.
When Norwood News returns, we get to know some Norwoodites in NCM on the street. We head down to Route 1 to check out Republic Plumbing Supply, and Ron Marshalsea has a special edition of Sports Update.
farmers market is back to kick off the start of summer. 30 different vendors gathered at the Common this past Tuesday with locally grown fruits, veggies, handmade jewelry, and more. Digest host Jack McCarthy talked with chairman of the Neponset River Regional Chamber, Tim McCabe, and organizer Peter McFarland about what you can expect at this farmers market this summer.
Okay.
Yep, we're ready.
Cut. Cut again. Hey, welcome. The farmers market for 2024 is now open. Thank you.
So we're down at the farmers market. We're with Peter McFarland and Tim McCabe. Tell us your roles here first.
Oh, I'm the person who organizes it. Member both of the Friends of Norwood Center and the Norwood Sustainability Commission. When we did our sustainability action plan back in 2021, it was one thing about getting the farmers market up and running again, because to help get people to eat healthy, to buy locally, and also to help build community back up. This is right after COVID, so that's been the purpose, and that's the mission of the farmers market right now. As far as it goes, plenty support. Tim here is from Neponset River Regional Chamber of Commerce, or Chamber now. It's just Chamber, not Chamber of Commerce anymore.
With our good friend Tom.
Yeah, Tom. Tom had to be on a road trip today. We won't get into where, but he's off doing an exciting venture with his daughters. So as far as
all right, so Tim, tell us a little about yourself and what you're doing.
I'm here representing the Neponset River Regional Chamber. I'm the chairman of the board there. I'm just here to bring. It's a great opportunity to see the community come together, and we're here to support.
Great. So, Tim or Peter, I don't care who answers this. If I come, I'm here, but what am I going to see as I go through?
Well, this year we've expanded the selection as far as it. We have, on average, about 30 vendors this year, up from about 20 last year. We've had, 5 farms. We have 4 produce farms. A new addition is the Norfolk Agricultural School. The students are down here selling what they produce, what they grow. We also have a pumpkin farm that does pasteurized raised meats. So you can get meat that's freshly butchered from and grown on a farm.
We also have a farmer from the sea.
Yes, we have Jordan Seafood, which is a different type of farm, a little less wet, a little more wet than the regulars. But also, we've got Allie's Cookies out of Foxborough. They're a new vendor for us. And plus we have the others. We have Oakdale Farm, Riverdale Farm, Barbosa Family Farm. They were here in Medway Community Farm. They were all from the same vendors last year. So we have plenty of produce and fruits. And all our, those 4 farms all take SNAP. So if you have SNAP EBT, you can do that, and then take advantage of the state's HIP program too.
Yeah, and most of the people I notice take Venmo too as well down here.
Right. Yeah.
So if you have cash, you can use cash. If you have Venmo, you can use Venmo. At least for most.
I think there's a couple that, this year right now, this year we don't. We used to have the bread vendor used for some reason just deal with cash.
Yeah.
It's a low.
Sure. Okay. Well, listen, I can't wait to go see what's here. Thanks for.
Did you use your cookbook from last year?
I did.
Yeah,
I did. But so thanks.
Thank you.
Great to meet you, Tim. Always a pleasure, Peter.
With summer here, the construction at the Coakley Middle School is ramping up, and Jack McCarthy is on site with Senior Project Manager Bethany King and Owner's Project Manager Lou Capone.
It's time again to do our Coakley Middle School construction update. Joining me, as always, is Bethany King from WT Rich, the Senior Project Manager. We picked a real hot day to do this.
Yeah, we did.
So just, from walking around, so much has been done.
Yeah, we're still moving.
So let's tell them what's been going on.
So yeah, from an exterior perspective, I think this is the side of the building a lot of the town can see from the fields here. You can see the brick is actively going in with the windows as well. So this north side of the building, we're wrapping that up. On the south side of the building, we're also wrapping that up with what's called curtain wall. So we're enclosing some of those larger openings. And pretty soon, this area that's shown in blue here, you'll start seeing some exterior finish boards going over that. So it'll start looking finished from an exterior perspective.
And I like the way they broke it up. It's just not all brick. They got the wainscoting. If it was inside, right?
Yep, split face CMU, that is called. Yep.
Yeah, and if you've been in the high school, you see a lot of that inside the high school. I forget if it's on the outside. I just don't remember. But it will last forever, and it's it's not cheap, but it's inexpensive compared to a lot of things you could do. But we got, as you say, we have some windows. Yep. I noticed, Bethany, there's string coming down here, and then there's these contraptions up here. Yep. So what are they for?
Those are metal relieving angles. So anywhere where you see the string in those metal angles, your brick is actually going to continue all the way up the building. So those metal angles are to support the brick, and that'll be an architectural feature. So you'll see that the mason will come in and hit those piers later.
And what's the exterior going to look like that's not brick?
It's all either a combination of metal wall panels and hardy board, which is just like a hard, solid board.
Okay. And well, we'll talk to Luke about when that's all going to happen.
Sure.
A lot of stuff going on inside too.
Yeah, inside. So as always, we're going CBA. So the Zone C, we're actively doing finishes. We have the painter in there, tiles going in. We're going to start flooring and millwork in the upcoming. Zone A, we're doing some framing of the walls and starting the rough in of A. So again, we're moving our way out that way.
It is truly amazing how much you've gotten done. And I mean, we usually do this later in the day, but there is a lot of activity going on.
Yeah, there is. We're definitely in the middle of the day here. It's been good. There's a lot to see here. We were actually able to last week tour the building committee through the building, which was great as part of their meeting. So they were all able to see it. We've also toured a couple of groups of teachers through the building as well, showing them they can actually see the shape of their classrooms now and see things starting to fit out there. The other thing we've been doing out here, just with the end of school wrapping up this year, or this week I should say, our team's gone in over to the middle school and done some lessons. We've done lessons with the 6th graders, the 7th graders, and we did more of a presentation to the 8th grade STEM program about different roles you can do in construction. So that's been fun to get over in the school and connect with the students.
Yeah, were they asking interesting questions? Anybody stump you?
They did. I think we got a question from a 6th grader about sustainability.
Yeah, wow.
But yeah, the 6th grade classes, we did erosion control, a lesson on that. And the 7th grade, we did a Lego activity with them. So it's been fun to get in there and work with the students, especially with them being so close.
Yeah, and it kind of helps them become part of it.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like we could answer some questions about what they're seeing through their windows, right?
Yeah.
And it gives it more of a real life feel for us too, right? We do construction every day. We don't get to talk to the students, so it's fun.
So when we were walking around out here, you mentioned the curtain wall. That big area of windows for the lay people.
Yeah.
Is that the media center?
Yeah, that's going to be the media center. You have a lot of curtain wall on that whole site. You got some in the gym as well. So the student commons area is another area. They have got those big windows.
It's going to look awesome.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to be back. Is there anything else? Did I miss anything?
Well, I think that's it.
Okay. We'll be back with Luke to tell us what's up next.
Summerfest and Concerts on the Common are making their return this July for their 30th season. Summerfest concerts will be held every Wednesday evening at the Common, and Concerts on the Common will be every Sunday evening, both from 6:30 to 8:30. Enjoy quality time with family and friends while listening to quality music.
As promised, we're back with Luke Arpone from Vertex. They're the owner's project manager. I didn't say that W.T. Rich was the construction company, but we all know that by now, I hope. So Luke, what can we look forward to? Well, let's just talk about this for a second. School's out.
Sure, yep.
So one of the obstacles, for lack of a better word, is having students around and the building being active. Mm-hmm. What does this allow you to do?
Sure, so yeah, it's a busy summer coming up for W.T. Rich. They are going to be extending the construction fence that we have currently now to basically the limits of Washington Street on both sides of the existing building. We'll basically be taking the north and south parking lots into the construction site for the summer. This is going to allow W.T. Rich and their subcontractors to install the utilities. that are currently in Washington Street, extend those into the site and connect the buildings, drain and water lines to the active utilities in the street. While the school is inactive, we can take over those 2 parking lots, complete the work, install the new parking lots, and return them to the town for September.
That's a pretty aggressive schedule.
Yeah, it's going to be a push. It's going to be a push, but we'll get there.
So what else is going on? We talked about some of the interior stuff. What else is going to go on inside?
Sure. As Bethany mentioned, tile. The newest trade on site is a tile subcontractor. They've started to install some wall tile. The mechanical equipment, the large rooftop equipment, is scheduled to arrive early in July. The flooring subcontractor will fall right behind them sometime late July, early August, and casework right around that same time in August. As Bethany mentioned, the facade, we're going to continue there. The AVB, the blue skin we can see behind us, that'll be done sometime late July, early August, and then following right behind that will be the curtain wall and the storefront windows to be complete again end of summer. And the panels, the hardy panels and the solid panels that Bethany mentioned for the rest of the facade will start late summer and continue into the fall.
When do you think you'll have the whole place buttoned up?
Late fall, early winter.
Okay, and what do we do? Where's Brian? I should ask Brian. He's not here today. When's it going to be done again?
About a year from now, we'll be turning the school over and beginning to move in furniture and get ready for school in September 2026. 25, sorry.
We were
getting ahead of us. A year ahead of us.
You slipped.
Yeah,
your schedule slipped.
No, it didn't. Schedule 2025.
All right, well, anything else?
That's it.
All right, thanks, Luke. Thanks to Bethany. And we'll be right back with more Digest.
Now we're going to send it over to Ron Marshalsea for the latest in sports.
I'm Ron Marshalsea, and this is your sports update. I know. Why is there a sports update? What could Ron possibly talk about? You're crazy if you don't think I'm not going to talk about the Celtics winning the NBA championship for a league record 18th time. 16 years to the day of their last championship, the Boston Celtics are back on top of the basketball world after beating the Dallas Mavericks 106-88 in Game 5 of the NBA Finals. The duo of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown have finally reached the promised land after making it to the Eastern Conference Finals 4 times and the Finals 1 other time. Brown was named Finals MVP, and every single player on this Celtics team, with the exception of Drew Holiday, now has their first ring. And none of them are as special as Al Horford. Horford's first NBA playoff series was in 2008 when he played for the Atlanta Hawks and would lose in 7 games to the eventual champions, the Boston Celtics. 16 years later and 186 playoff games without a championship, Al can finally call himself a champion. And so can every Celtic fan who watched when we traded Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett, when Jeff Green and Avery Bradley led the team, when we had some success with, and then traded Isaiah Thomas, when Gordon Hayward broke his leg immediately after becoming a Celtic, when we traded Rob Williams and Marcus Smart, and of course the finals lost to the Warriors 2 years ago, and conference finals lost to the Heat last year. After all that, there is nothing more to say than...
What they gonna say now? What they gonna say now?
And that is all I have for this sports update. I'm Ron Marshalsea, and Norwood News will be right back after this break.
The Norwood Mustangs sports seasons are all officially over, but you can still relive your favorite sports moment from the entire 2023-24 school year only on Norwood Community Media. Every game we covered this year will be playing on the NCM Community Channel and is available on demand at norwoodcommunitymedia.org. Rewatch the incredible playoff run from the field hockey team, relive the dominant girls basketball win over Masconomet in the round of 32, or even the walk-off triple by Thomas Benson to send the baseball team deeper into the tournament. All of these moments and so many more only on Norwood Community Media, your home for all things Norwood.
Ron Marshalsea and I went down to the farmers market on Tuesday afternoon to ask some questions on one of NCM's newest segments, NCM on the Street.
Hello, Norwood. My name is Ron Marshalsey, and here today I am on the street for NCM at the Norwood Farmers Market. Let's ask some questions to the people who attended. Peter.
Yes.
Why are you here today at the Norwood Farmers Market?
Because I've organized the farmers market and been working on it since February, and then today is the opening day. We have 18 weeks coming ahead.
Today I'm just selling my woven stuff, keychains, guitar straps, crossbody straps, things like that.
So today we have the setup for the Norwood Trails Advisory Committee, along with maps that are complimentary for people to take away with them.
Well, when Peter McFarland says to come down, you come down. But actually, here, you want a strawberry? Buy in some strawberry, and then some tomato. Get some salad stuff. So, a lot of good items here. So just here supporting Norwood, and it's great seeing people too.
Why are you here at the Norwood Farmers Market today, Bill?
Well, I'd like to give back to the community somewhere or another. Paintings I portraits I painted, or books I wrote. I think give back to the community is a big thing. You know, any kind of, I'm on cable television painting art show, so I'm trying to teach people how to paint on the show. You know, how I learned years ago, bit by bit. So if they follow the exact equation, they could learn to paint themselves if they follow exactly what I'm doing.
And speaking of fruit, what is your favorite fruit? Is it a strawberry?
Yeah, actually, yes, strawberry and apple, but strawberry is pretty good.
It's really good.
And again, I do try to get up to Maine, so Maine blueberry is probably ranked number one.
Okay, all right.
Apple.
Apple. Why?
It begins with A.
My favorite fruit is apricot.
Apricot. All right. Got 2 A's so far. Apples and apricots.
My favorite fruit is probably a watermelon.
Refreshing. I like that. I like that.
Especially on a day like today.
Absolutely. I hope you have some watermelon nearby.
I'll get some at some point, yeah.
What's your number one way to beat the heat?
Air conditioning. Yeah, especially in my house where it's nice and cool right now. And it's about, 90 something right now?
Just about.
Yeah, just about.
Probably a nice beer.
Can't disagree with that. Can't disagree with that. No AC, just beer.
Yeah, that's the best way. AC a close second.
Close second. All right.
Well, obviously not wearing a shirt and tie because it's hot. I would say get somewhere cool. Get down near the beach somewhere.
Right now with the wind and the breeze, with the trees underneath, it looks like the only way.
Oh, stay in the shade. Yeah, that's the only way to do it. Yeah.
Stay in the shade, eat some watermelon.
Yeah, there you go.
Now, would you rather be on the beach or sit by the pool?
I'm a beach guy.
Beach guy?
I don't know if I relax on either spot, so but I think I'd go with the beach.
Relax by the pool.
Yeah.
Oh, on the beach, absolutely. Yeah, love the ocean.
Boston is once again back as a championship city.
Yep.
What's your reaction?
It's good. We should be. We are.
Always will be. Always will.
Yeah.
I was so happy for them last night. When you think of the journey, I mean, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown have faced criticisms, and they're still young. And I just feel with that team, if they, they should savor the one. But I always said if they won one, they can win more. They're that good. But I was just so happy for them because a lot of pressure on young players coming in like that.
Excellent. Yeah, all for it. And you know what today is, Ron? Today's the 18th, and it's the 18th championship.
Oh, and yesterday was 617.
That's right.
617.
617. A lot of things aligned.
Yes. Perfect.
Oh, very happy. Yeah, I was around for the Larry Bird era, so it's it's nice to see it continue.
Feels good, doesn't it?
It does.
Never gets old.
Never does.
Well, that's it for this episode of NCM on the Street. I'm Ron Marshalsey, and I'm gonna go enjoy this beautiful fan. This is the light.
The Board of Health met this week, and regional epidemiologist Sanskruti Madan joined as a new agent for the Board of Health.
So can you just tell us a little bit about you and what it entails? What you're going to do for us?
Yes, so I am regional epidemiologist for NCA, and in my capacity, I can help local boards of health with disease surveillance, utilizing data from MAVEN and MIIS to see if there are any disease trends and what else can we do. I can also participate in community health assessments and creating health education materials. And other than that, I can help in coverage if someone's taking off from any board of health.
Oh.
So basically working with public health nurses and health directors and see what the needs are and then
From all the 8 communities that are involved? Okay.
How long have you been an epidemiologist?
I joined in June. This is my first month.
If you don't mind, I'll just read just a quick little few
Sure.
sentences.
Sure.
Just to help you out a little bit here. It's hard to talk about yourself.
No.
She's a healthcare professional with over 3 years of experience, research experience, with a master's degree in public health and epidemiology and biostatistics and global health. She's proficient in research methodology, statistics, data management, and analysis, with a keen interest in epidemiology and disease modeling. One of the other things, she has her degree from BU, she went to Boston University, and then she also has her bachelor's degree in dental surgery, so she has a passion
From
for
BU?
dental, which I'm very excited about.
Well, welcome aboard. Welcome.
Thank
We're
you.
delighted to have you with
Yes.
your many specialties.
And I was just wondering, do you want to make her agent of the Board of Health, just in case she has to do some isolation or quarantine because she
Sure.
is going to be helping out with the public health nurse when the nurse is out. She'll be covering her for any kind of diseases that show up in MAVEN.
Okay. I'll make a motion that we accept her as a
Agent
of the Board of Health. I second
Right.
that.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, welcome
Great.
aboard.
Yeah.
Nice
Did
to
you
have
get a
you.
badge? No.
The board also discussed the new Massachusetts state law for flavored tobacco products going into effect July 6th. If stores contain any flavored tobacco after the date specified, they will be fined. The next Board of Health meeting will be on Monday, September 16th.
In NCM's latest Living Local segment, we learn all about different facets and faucets of a longtime Norwood business, Republic Plumbing Supply.
The Auto Mile in Norwood is home to some of the longest tenured companies in town. One of those companies is Republic Plumbing Supply, a local family-owned business that has been serving Norwood for a few generations. President of Republic, Tom Summers, speaks to the history behind the company and how he got his start.
Republic was started by my grandfather in 1977. He purchased Republic Pipe and Electric, and it's grown into, we started with one store on Route 1, and we've grown to as much as 10, and now we have 9 stores. We have 5 showrooms, we have 8 parts counter locations, 130 employees. Our flagship store is on Route 1 in Norwood, right on the Auto Mile. I grew up in Falmouth. I went to college in Montana. Moved back here for a job at PricewaterhouseCoopers in Boston in 2008, and I started with Republic in 2010.
Tom also talks about the benefits of buying a part from Republic as opposed to somewhere else.
The quality of product, the quality of people. You know, if you buy something at Republic, you're buying it from us. We stay with you from start to finish, and we're here afterwards to help you out.
Republic Plumbing Supply is more than just a president and a showroom. The guys behind the counter, like counter manager Brian Duggan, are ready to help you with anything you may need, any way they can.
I'm in charge of overseeing the counter sales. I enjoy helping people the most. It's good when you can just solve someone's issues, you know it. I know when I go to a car place, I don't know anything, so if the guy can get me whatever part I need, that's super great that I don't have to worry about it. Absolutely, as long as it's something we can get, and even if we can't get it, we'll usually tell you the best way to get it, just because, if we can't provide the part, at least we can point you in the right direction. We do have probably over 30,000 SKUs in the building, so the brands that we know very well, and we're able to help people with parts often.
The counter guys can't do their job if things aren't stocked and ready, and warehouse manager Steve Parker makes sure each and every SKU is present and accounted for.
I oversee all of the deliveries, the inventory, the hiring, the firing, all of the receiving aspect where stuff comes into our branch and we divvy it out to our other branches to sell to all around the area here. It can be difficult at times. There's lots that you're juggling at the same time. Many issues arise with many different departments that I'm kind of overseeing everything. The key is really to have real good heads in your departments that you know you can rely on. I don't like to sit still. I like to do many different things at once, and I feel like I utilize my abilities in that case very well. Oh, this warehouse isn't big enough, let me tell you. We're constantly looking to expand. We're looking for a new distribution center to get into right now to help alleviate how much stuff we have actually stuffed away back here. Definitely, I'd say over 50,000 SKUs inside the store. Hundreds of different companies, all the same item, but different brands, different reasons for stocking it. But I'll tell you what, my guys know where it is. So if you need help finding anything, we'll take care of you.
The company is not only thankful their flagship stores here in Norwood, but they are also thankful of what they get to do every single day.
You know, working for a small business, it's great. It's great. It's the backbone of America, and I love it. Being on the Auto Mile is fantastic. The people are great. The town's great. You know, very fortunate to have the location we have and the people we have, and can't say enough good things.
For more information about Republic Plumbing Supply, whether you want to check out the showroom or you just need something at the counter, you can always check them out at republicsupplyco.com, give them a call, or visit them right on Route 1 at 890 Providence Highway.
Well, that's all for Norwood News. To stay up to date with Norwood Community Media, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We leave you now with a list of upcoming events NCM's going to be covering. As always, thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend.
Have a good one, everyone.